We were in government by law. We had to amend the constitution and amend the law to make that possible. And that made it possible to have that compromise. The same thing has not happened now. That's why we have donated people and still remain to be an opposition party. You know, that is like an insurance policy, telling people in Kenya Kwanza that if you remember you were still in the opposition. That's an insurance policy.
We can walk out anytime.
Insurance policy is a very interesting way. How are you reconciling that with the new energy that's coming up? For example, the Secretary General is quite vocal just about how it needs to shift and evolve from what it is now, what you've described it. How is ODM reconciling that new energy?
I don't think it's a question of reconciling because he's still the Secretary General. And by the way, in terms of all these parties, I think ODM has got a Secretary General. If you ask you who's the Secretary General of these other parties, it'll take you a little time to remember who they are. He's a wonderful individual, and it'd be a great loss not to have Sifuna as Secretary General. That's how dynamic the party is, because in a lot of political parties, you have formations, you have caucuses. In the United States Democratic Party, it has caucuses, including the Black Caucus is generally they belong to the Democratic Party, save for one or two in the Republican Party. So I think ODM is not a party that belongs to the praise and worship kind of formation, because you've got elements who can speak up and say the truth to power. Just in as much as we are partly in government, I don't think now we can say there's a donation. I think the proper thing to say is that we're in government, but not structurally. Yeah, there's the coalition is not a coalition, because coalitions you have to have something more as opposed to an arrangement.
Siaya Governor James Orengo has stepped into the storm brewing inside the Orange Democratic Movement, sending a bold warning to party loyalists. Losing Edwin Sifuna would be a massive blow to ODM. Speaking with the weight of experience and conviction, Orengo described Sifuna as one of the sharpest and most vibrant leaders the party has ever produced. ODM would lose a powerful voice and a solid pillar if Sifuna walks away, he said, his words cutting through the growing tension surrounding the party's internal cracks. The warning comes amid mounting whispers that Sifuna, ODM's outspoken Secretary General, may be on his way out following reported disagreements over the party's relationship with President William Ruto's UDA camp. Sifuna has hinted that he is not ready to leave, but he's also made it clear that if ODM ever officially backs Ruto, he would rather resign than compromise his principles.
Wanataka ODM wakipitisha waseme Sifuna ni shenzi kabisa, nitasoma. Haiwezi. Wakisema huyu Sifuna ni bure kabisa, nitasoma. Lakini siku ile watapitisha ati chama cha ODM kitafunga Kasongo mkono mwaka wa 2027. Hiyo nataka niseme mbele na mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu.
Orengo's message was as much a defense of Sifuna as it was a statement about ODM's identity. He reminded members that the party was built on truth and democratic ideals, not blind loyalty or praising, singing. To him, differing opinions are not acts of rebellion, but signs of a healthy political movement that allows room for thought, debate, and honesty. His remarks reflect growing concern among senior ODM figures that internal wrangles could cost the party its core strength and credibility ahead of 2027. With Sifuna commanding youth support and credibility both inside and outside Parliament, losing him would mean losing not just a Secretary General, but a voice that still connects ODM to the energy of Kenya's younger generation. As the political winds shift, Orengo's caution feels less like politics and more like prophecy. ODM, he warns, must choose carefully between silencing dissent and preserving the fire that once made it the heartbeat of Kenya's opposition. From all of us here at Sauti Mzalendo, stay safe, stay engaged, and keep the conversation going.